Hi everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and it's raining. It's not looking too good out there. So if you notice, I will have pets all over the place because they don't like thunder and lightning. So if somebody happens to make an appearance, that's why. Today, I want to show you how to make this wreath. And I have no idea how it's going to turn out. It's just, right now it's just in my head, so we'll see how it turns out. I have seen on Instagram people making the most beautiful fall decorations with book pages, and I happen to have some book pages. A friend of mine was throwing this away because the cover had fallen off and all the pages were falling out, so I grabbed that up. Well, I asked her if I could have it, and she gave it to me. And so I have all these book pages that I can cut things out of and make a whole lot of different decor and maybe gifts, maybe different types of wrapping paper, present ideas. Also, if you don't have book pages, our church was at one time throwing away these old hymnals that were just tattered. It was falling apart anyways. So I picked up a few of these, and I have tons of sheet music. So these will make amazing Christmas presents or Christmas ornaments or all kinds of decor. So I'm going to use this later in a couple of months for Christmas. So excited for Christmas. I love Christmas. So today, what I decided to do is I had an old garland with plastic leaves. Not real attractive, but I took two of the leaves, the oak leaf and the maple leaf, and I drew around them and put it on cardstock so it's nice and sturdy. And then I put these on my book pages, drew around them and cut them out. So I have quite a few cut out already. I think I got like 20 of each. But what I did is I found, I'm throwing stuff. I found these different fall colored glitters, which this is a story all in itself. But I've got this really pretty, it's gold, but more of a burnished gold. And I've got like a, I don't know, like a rust, and then more like a burgundy kind of rust that is just, I think is beautiful. So I used that, but here's the story behind that. I cut out all my leaves and I put glitter on all of them, and I swept. I swear, I swept. I cleaned off the table. I ran the sweeper really well. Well, we had Bible study last night, and everybody got to go home with glitter everywhere. Everywhere. Glitter is like Easter grass. You start with one little piece and eventually it's covered the entire house. So that's where I am with the glitter. I used all three of my different glitters and I glittered around the edge of my leaves. So they're kind of pretty, but I think all together on my wreath, it's going to be really sharp. Also, I went to Michael's and I bought little embellishments. Now, since I work in the schools, I get a discount at Michael's. And let me tell you, if you work in the schools, it is in your best interest to sign up for their education program because you get 20% off of everything. And I think even a lot of the sales stuff too, you just get a discount bonus. Especially with all the times I go there. But these are the things that I got, a little orange and yellow and the acorns. I wanted to keep this as muted as possible. And by muted, I mean like wheat colors and sagey green colors and metallics, not the hot orange and bright reds and stuff that fall decor used to be, the bright yellows. Those are beautiful and those are more true to life. But I like the more muted colors for the inside of my home. And once you start with like one thing, if you do the whole thing that way, it turns out gorgeous. So let's get started. Today is laundry day. And it's one of those days that, you know, you look at one thing and you start cleaning that, and then it goes to another thing and another thing. Pretty soon you are scattered all over the house. So I had to stop just so I could do this live. And actually, I think this is the first time I sat down all day. Coffee. Grab yourself your favorite drink and some snacks, and let's do this, okay? I am going to use hot glue for most of this. I have Elmer's glue, and this is what I use to put the glitter on, which is perfect. But just try to keep your glitter all to one room. Now, if you don't want to use glitter, I think it'll be just as beautiful without the glitter. But for some reason, I decided I needed to glitter it up. So what I think I'm going to do is put my leaves in clusters. So I'm thinking like maybe some of them like this, and then some of them maybe I'll do 2 just to put them in clusters all the way around. I think it'll fill up my wreath quicker, and I brought more stuff out just in case I didn't make enough leaves. Hopefully I did. So I am going to start, and you really won't need a lot of hot glue for this, just because you're sticking it to all of these branches around here. And I decided on a grapevine wreath. Just, ooh, thunder. I decided on a grapevine wreath just because I like all the texture of it, and I think it'll look really pretty with all this. Let's see, I want to do, and I kind of want all my leaves going the same way. By that, I meaning I want them all going this way, not some going this way and some up and down and all over the place. So, and there's no rhyme or reason. I used all 3 glitters for each, you know, for my leaves. So I want to make sure I don't put the same colors together a lot. So let's put a little on this. And I have a high-low setting on my glue gun, which I like that a lot. And I think I'm going to use, since it's paper, I'm going to use the low setting. I started with the high, and I think it would just, it's just too hot for this project. Okay, let's go down like that. And this project will go really fast once you get everything cut out and glittered. So that's why I kind of did it ahead of time. So that way you wouldn't sit here and watch me do all this glitter. Because that was, I'm trying to find, here we go. That was such a mess. And my Bible study friends will attest to the fact that they went home all glittered up, which was so funny. Whew, that is some hot, hot glue. It's smoking. I had it on for quite a while before I turned on the video, so maybe that's why it's super hot. Okay. And I think the hardest part is deciding where you're going to put your leaves and what glitter is going to go next to what glitter. Now, wouldn't this also, oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Wouldn't this also look good if the leaves did not have glitter? I think it still would look amazing. And I'm hoping to do a garland just full of the leaves so that, without the glitter, because I think that'd be pretty. I also bought metallic spray paint. The copper, brushed nickel, and then like a burnished gold that I want to spray paint some of my leaves, thinking that I could do some of my decor that way. I have a lot of that old decor that is the hot orange and the reds and neon yellows and all that, that I want to paint over, stay on there, that I want to paint over with that spray paint. Can't do it today because, ooh, I mean, it is looking ugly outside. I've got a dog right here and I got a cat over there, so they're all, they stay pretty close to mom when it's storming. Speaking of having company over, I don't know why it is, but it's when I have people over that I notice all the things wrong with my house. And I don't mean wrong, I mean things that I needed to clean, like my windows. We bought a new light fixture for out on the lanai, and it is just stunning. And I wanted to show it off to my girlfriends. And I'm like, guys, look at this I just got. So they're all looking through the window, and very, very sweet people. I mean, I love them to death and they never said a word. I would have gone, wow, girl, clean your windows once in a while. No, I wouldn't. But they were very sweet about it. And I went up and looked with them and went, oh, my windows were a hot mess. Hot mess. So, yeah, it was then and there that I decided, wow, I probably should wash those windows. Oops, that's the same color. That's the same color. Trying to get 3 different colors. Isn't that beautiful? And you know, you could just do half of it or a quarter of it if you want and use the rest of your leaves for something else. But I want to do the whole thing. I keep looking outside because, it's a storm, and I really hope I get to keep my lighting. I have every light on in the house just so you can see what I'm doing, because it's ugly. I even have a candle burning back there. So I've got the whole ambiance, even though it's still hot here in Florida. It's fall inside my house, so why not? So yeah, today one of the things that I did was wash some windows. Not on the outside because it would have been ridiculous, but all my windows on the inside, well, not all of them, but a lot of them got washed today. I wanted to tell you one thing that I did with these leaves. On a, let's see, I drew it on one of these. On a real leaf, you got veins. See how that is? Veins that kind of go through the leaf. So I pretended I had veins, and I went and I folded right where each of those veins would be, just to give it a little 3-dimension to it. So there's like a little folded, kind of like a leaf would be. I don't know if you can see that real good. So I did that so things kind of stand up a little bit rather than all this flat paper laying around. So yeah, in addition to cleaning all parts of my house, I decided my windows needed it too. You know, and if I would have gone to somebody's house and their windows would have been a mess, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. I don't see that in other people's homes, but boy, do I ever see it in my own house. I have no idea what that is. Maybe that's an airplane? Something. I thought it was my dryer at first because it's laundry day. I have no idea what that is. So my Saturday is probably like everyone else's Saturday out there. You got laundry and grocery shopping and all that fun stuff you get to do. So I'm kind of there with you. My husband, I'm so blessed. My husband does the grocery shopping because he does all the cooking. I am not a cook. I mean, I can cook. I can take care of myself, and I took care of my kids for years, but I just don't like it. And he loves it. So we've kind of traded off that chore. I call it a chore. He just, it's everyday life. But I don't mind doing laundry and cleaning the house, which is not something that he enjoys. So it's a good trade-off. Hopefully you guys, if you're married or you have a roommate, that you trade off or you divvy up chores on how you like it, on what you like to do. Of course, there's a number of chores that nobody likes to do, and in that case, him and I will trade off. Like taking out the garbage, or the first one that sees that it needs it, just do it, and then that's not a problem. need some more little leaves. I don't have a lot of little leaves. What do you guys think so far? Isn't that gorgeous? And you know, even if you just do like half of it, that would be beautiful. And then put some of your like little things here over on this side. But I'm gonna do, if I have enough leaves, I'm gonna do the whole wreath. Oh my gosh, I love that. Beautiful. And if you notice, even where my leaves are, I have some of the grapevine showing through, which I think is just, I think it's darling. I love it. All right. So today I wanted to tell you guys about my t-shirt shop. Today, and I know it's backwards, but it's hashtag small town girl. I am the epitome of small town girl. I am not a city girl by any means. And in fact, you know, living in a small town was a lot of times just too much. I would rather be out in the country, but I absolutely loved this shirt when I made it. And I don't know how I come up with the different designs that I do. I think, I really think God puts those on my heart, because I don't know. I'm not that bright. I'm not that brilliant. But this is one of my favorite shirts, and it comes in a couple of colors. I can't remember right offhand right now, but one of my favorite shirts. And I think they start at $22.50 for the small, and I think it's $23 for small. It's $22.50 for extra small, I think, and then $23 for small, medium, and large, and then extra large, and then it goes up like 50 cents or so from there. But I'm trying to find all my little leaves. I absolutely love this shirt, and I wear it quite a bit. So this is one of my new ones. I also have a new fall shirt that says my favorite color is fall, because, you know, fall colors are gorgeous. Let's see. I might need a bigger, these small leaves, I love them, but they do not cover a lot. Ooh, I like it. And you know, as much as I love books, I just love books, and I felt really bad kind of tearing this one apart, but thank heaven somebody had already done most of it for me. I mean, the cover was gone and the pages were just falling apart. So it really wasn't good as a reading book anymore, but I don't like to destroy books. My mom always said that books were your friends. She was an avid reader. Anything she could get her hands on, she would read, because she said that was her little vacation, her little escape. But she didn't have all the things that we have now with videos and social media and everything vying for your attention now. But when I think about it, I think she was luckier not to have all the distraction that we have. Because a lot of times that distraction leads us away from the better things in life, the good things. You know, I don't mean to sound like a sappy Hallmark movie, which I love, but you know, there's things out there that are so beautiful. Just if you look up from your phone, look up from whatever device you have. There's so many beautiful things out there. I don't know, when was the last time you just ever went for a drive and didn't take your phone? Or put it away, but don't have it in your hands. Just look around you at the things that are happening, and all the beautiful, I don't know, sunsets, beautiful trees, beautiful everything. Even in a city, you can find beautiful if you look hard enough. And I guess a lot of it is just frame of mind. Wow, almost done already. What do you think? Oh, it looks, I dropped something. I don't know what it was. It looks so good on camera. I am going to finish it though. goodness, I love it. Let me turn it towards me so I can see what I'm actually doing. Okay, I also have a shirt that I wear quite a bit that says, relax, nothing is under control, which is true. We have control of very, very little in life. The only thing you really have control of is how you react and your decisions that you make. It really stinks when you've made a bad decision and you can't blame it on anybody but yourself. Speaking from experience. There's so many times I would, well, I did this because, no. I have no excuse. I did it because I made a bad choice. And I think owning up to it, knowing that you made a bad decision or that you did something incorrectly, that is one of the biggest parts of growing that I think anybody can do. And I don't mean to be preachy, but man, I need to hear that today. Oh gosh. I'm so glad I did the glitter. Sorry to all my Bible study friends, but I'm so glad I did the glitter. I love it. I like the sparkles. So I'm not much of a Halloween person. I don't like scary at all. I mean, there's too many things in life that are so scary as it is. I don't want to conjure up more, if you know what I mean. So I don't do ghosts and witches and all that stuff, but I love to dress up. I love to dress up. So this year, our group, where we do karaoke, where my husband does karaoke, I sing sometimes, but not all the time. But the group that we hang out with in that setting, we're all getting together and doing steampunk. I don't even know what steampunk is, so I had to look it up. It's really interesting. I mean, there is a lot of ways that you could dress steampunk. And yeah, there are some evil steampunk costumes. I don't plan on doing that. But there's some really beautiful stuff. And I guess to explain some of it is that it looks like clothing from the 1800s with a little tweak to it. Stuff from the steam engine era. Not the digital era or the gas and, fuel era. Everything was run by water and steam. So it is gears and mechanical stuff that would run a steam. Oh, coffee pot. Coffee pot's done. Gears that would run a steam engine. Spunky goggles. I don't know. They even had like leather gas masks. So I guess at that time that was a thing. But I'm looking at different glitters, guys. That's why I'm all over the place. So we're dressing steampunk, and a lot of it was top hats, things like that. So I'm going to go to one of those pop-up costume places to see if I can find some top hats and some netting to put on the top hats. And I'm going to make most of my costume. There's some things that I found on Amazon that you could buy, and I still might buy it, but I put them in my cart just so I could look at them for ideas on, I'm gonna do this, on what I'm gonna make. I think it's gonna be such a hoot. And our Halloween parties are pretty lame. I mean, they're not, people jumping out at people and scary things or costumes that are tasteless. I've seen so many costumes that, I'm sorry, but if I wouldn't wear it in front of children, I don't need to be wearing it at all. Just how I feel. So luckily this party, these people, they're a lot older and they kind of have the same mindset as I have when it comes to stuff like that. I'm looking for some littler leaves here. I'm coming to the end and I don't want it to be more clumpy here than it is the rest. So I'm trying to, oops, those are the same colors. I'm trying to see how this is all going to fit in. Well, that's kind of pretty. I'm gonna hot glue that one in there. And then, if you notice, I didn't add any of my embellishments yet, but I plan on it. So I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that yet. All of this was flying by the seat of my pants because I have no clue how I was gonna do this. This is not a wreath that I would suggest you use outside just because it's paper. I think even if it was covered and outside, that your paper's going to get funky and wilt. And oh, that's the same color as that. I wonder if I have one of these in a gold. I do not. Well, I'm going to have two colors, excuse me, that are close to each other. So let's do the reddish. What do you think? Oh my gosh. You guys, I am so loving this. Ah! All right, I think that's my last leaf. I have glitter falling everywhere. Even the dog is covered in glitter. What can you say? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, Wendy, do you love this? I mean, I just love this. But I got glue strings and things hanging from it. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put on my embellishments. I bought these at Michael's, and they actually came in groups of 3 for $1.99. Plus, they were 50% off, and then I got my 20% off on top of that. So these, I got a whole bunch of them, and was basically for under $1. So I got all different kinds, 2 different colors, because that's all they had, was the yellow and the orange. But even if I mingle those, like group them together, and these are wired, so I do have my needle nose. They're needle nose pliers, plus they're wire cutters. I use these for a lot of things. They are invaluable, but I kind of want to tuck and put them in like that. Maybe one, I don't know. Let me see how that looks. Tucking, what? Get in there. Oh, I hot glued those 2 together, so I have to put it in like that. And again, I want them all going the same way, kind of the direction of the leaves, just so it looks cohesive. It doesn't look like confusion. There's the dryer. All right. That's my last load too, so perfect. And it's a load of towels, so I don't have to worry about them wrinkling in the dryer while I'm doing my live video. Bonus. Now this is beautiful all by itself without the embellishments, but I think I'm gonna like having this stuff on there. Let's do that's the same color. This is the lighter, so I'm gonna cut, and I am only leaving a little stem like that, just so I can tuck it in and glue it. Yeah, like that. Like that. And I probably shouldn't hot glue over the top of my leaves in case it drips and gets gloppy all over my leaves. I am going to take all of these extra leaves and get them out of the way. I have, also taken some burlap. It's hanging by a glue string. Taken some burlap. I bought, it was in a roll. And so I flattened it out, put it in a Ziploc bag. I have a lot of things in Ziploc bags just to keep it from getting funky. Oh my goodness, it's really raining. But I have taken some of my leaf shapes and made, cut them out. Here, aren't these cute? And I am hoping to make a garland, and maybe we can do that in another live video, but I think these would be cute, and I maybe intersperse them with some book page leaves, which I think would be great. Okay, so I don't have any, That's a pretty big grouping. I'm wondering if I should pull them apart. This is all wire wrapped. Let's see. Oh, we've done this for 30 minutes, so maybe, see if I group them all, it might be too much. I'm going to tear one apart. Just, that's who I am. Okay, so see that this is all like paper tape that goes around, and once you tear it apart, you can kind of pull it and pull the rest of these little guys off. I'm going to set them over here to the side. Ugh. Well, I pulled this off, and I don't know if I'm going to do that to all of them, but I'm definitely doing it to one. Ugh. All right, so this is the last. And all you have is like this little wired stick, which I am going to throw away. I know, crazy. I'm going to throw something away. So, and these are on little wires. They're little pine cones and acorns. Now this little acorn, I don't know if you can see it, he's got a piece of wire sticking out of the end. I'm not real fond of that. So I'm just going to trim that off. Like that. So put it against the white background. So it's trimmed off. It's not there anymore. And let's hot glue these in. I want to make sure you can see them. Maybe like, yeah, right there. Now, have you ever seen the hot glue pots? And it's nice because it's a bigger area. You can dip these little guys in there and then stick them in, which would be really great to have for this project, because I'm afraid I'm going to drip my glue all over trying to get those little guys in there. And then once the glue dries, you can rearrange the wire. I might have to re-glue. Nope, that looks good. That looks really good. Okay, so I've got 5 more acorns and 2 pine cones. Let's pull the point off of this one. So nobody has acorns with a point on the end of it like that. So it's nice to just take those apart. I want to put these in with some of these. So maybe if I hot glue them all together. Take my stem off because that's way too long. Like that. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm going to do these a little at a time, because if I try to do it all at once, I think I'm going to burn myself and I'm going to have a mess. So let's put these guys on first. And you notice I got my silicone fingers on, which helps a lot, but I still manage to burn myself from time to time. I'm going to drip that in there. Stick these down through here. There we go. Now I have this on the low setting, so you will get more glue strings when you do stuff on the lower setting. Small price to pay, but you know, I just don't think the high setting would be good for this project. I mean, it would work, but it would be a little overkill. Hi, Joe. My cat. She's not, she is not fond of storms. Okay. What do you guys think? Whoa. I think that's beautiful, and I'm going to like evenly do that around. I really think that makes it. I love it. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to store this yet after the fall, because it's got a lot of pieces that could break off. So I might get one of those Wreath boxes. They're like a hard plastic container, but they're round and they're wreath shaped. So you can, I have them for all of my Christmas wreaths. But I think I kind of need to do that for this one. All right. Put this in the center, so if it drips in the center. 1, 2, like right in there. And I'm pretty much gluing that one right to the paper and not the wreath. And I think it'll still work. All right. So laundry's done. Grocery shopping's almost done. My husband's out and about. And a lot of our weekend stuff is done. So it's the stuff that we could do in the house. Obviously, we can't do anything outside today. But, you know, that's okay. It's nice to have a little reprieve from having to go outside. And the best thing about it raining here is that it'll cool off just a little bit. My grapevine pieces are sticking up, trimming off a little of my wreath. Okay. Not happy with how this one turned out because I got a lot more wires showing, but I'm gonna rearrange. Yikes. I'm going to rearrange the pieces once the glue is set. I'm just going to cut all these little knobbies off of my acorns right now, so I don't have to do it later. All right, an orange and a yellow. Trim these to about the same size. My fall stuff is pretty much done. I mean, it looks beautiful, and I know I haven't done a video yet of my fall decor, and I really need to get busy on that to put out there to show you guys. I got the outside done, and that my front door looks really, really great for the fall. But I do not have, well, I have the inside done too. I just, oops, I might have gotten those a little close together. Oh well. I might, see, I don't have any pine cones left. I'm going to put 2 acorns together. My outside's done, but I still haven't done videos yet, and I know that, and I'm sorry. I need to get busy. But by the time I get home from work, and here comes all my excuses. By the time I get home from work, the lighting is not perfect anymore. So it's kind of hard to capture how you want it. When I leave in the morning, it's still dark. So I need to do it on the weekends when it's not raining. That was all my excuses. Not great, but that's what I got. All right. I need to put 2 more. So let's line up our things. Those needle nose pliers, wire cutter thingies, I have had, geez, over 20 years. They've just been a part, oops, I can't get it in through there. They have been a part of a lot of things that I make. No, I think I got those really close to those. What am I doing? I'm getting things closer than they need to be. This is my last group with the yellow, so I'm going to have to make that my last grouping. And that's just me. You do not have to have it all identical and evenly spaced and all that, but I'm kind of silly like that. If things don't line up for me, I don't like how they look. And I know a lot of people, the more out of sync it is, the more they like it. It's not a really great word for that, but the more asymmetrical, there we go, the more they like it. And I do like groupings of 3, which is asymmetrical, but you can also make those groupings of 3 symmetrical. by putting a group of 3 here, a group of 3 here, and a group of 3 here, which I tend to do. It's like, why am I such a goof on things like that? But I am. It makes my eye likes it, and it makes my brain happy, I guess. Okay, I'm sticking that right down in there. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See if I can get it closer to the camera. What do you think? Isn't that beautiful? I think I got a stick right here. I'll have to trim that. I love that. Now, if you want to put a bow on here, oh, these glue strings. If you want to put a bow on there, I think that would be awesome. That would kind of differentiate what is up and what is sideways and down. Because on a wreath like this, you can hang it, you know, this way, this way, this way, however you want. But I think if you put a bow, and if I did, I'd put it right here because this is a bigger spot. You could put colors that match this and a big bow at the top. But I think I'm going to leave mine just like this. I love it. And 41 minutes, but that's because I already had all the leaves cut out. I sat in front of the television watching a Hallmark movie, and I cut all my leaves out. So it was kind of relaxing for me, but I got all my stuff done at once. Doing the glitter, on the other hand, wasn't as relaxing. I did do that while watching football, so that was great, but the mess it has left in this house is crazy. I also, from the Dollar Tree, bought these little pumpkins, which I love the color, but I think I might paint them because I can't leave anything just so. But that would also be cute in this wreath as well, especially if you put them with your bow. Something to think about. I have a lot of Christmas decorations already in my head for in the coming weeks, but right now we're doing fall. It's all fall, all y'all. Does that make sense? But hold on. I love coffee. I know, like that's a big statement, but if you like this project and you want to make one yourself, or you want to keep the video to show your friends or to watch it again while you make the project, hit the little follow at the top. If you're already following me, thank you so much. I am forever grateful. I love doing these videos and I love talking to everybody. If you're watching this on the replay, please comment #replay or put a comment in there, a question you have or something you just want to tell me. I love having conversations with y'all. I really enjoy this. If it's raining at your place, stay dry, stay safe, and I will see you Wednesday night on another video. So enjoy, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much. Again, Danielle with Inspire Me to, the number 2, Inspire Me to DIY. Bye.